Oh my god.
Kiji, like, oh,
Nah,
jeez.
Oda said final arc, final saga. Y'all not ready, and honestly, he right. We not ready.
So,
俺はルフィ海賊王になる男だ
Welcome to Strawhat Sitdown. Please like and subscribe to the channel. What's good, y'all? It is your boy, Mr. G, leading today's episode of Strawhat Sitdown, episode 102, because Mac, our boy Mac, is doing his thing, the cap. He's over, the GOAT, over in Florida, right, Florida?
Yes, sir.
Competing in TNS 9, and also working, commentating as well. So, yo, shout outs to you, Cali. Keep doing your thing, brother. Hope you're having a great time. It looks like you're having a great time from what I've seen.
Facts.
So with me here today, we got the crew. We got my boy YHuss.
You're.
How you doing? You good? You good?
I'm vibing, man. I'm vibing, bro. Absolutely vibing. Insane chapter. And yeah, we talked about it a little bit before stream. There's, a little bit of a bait and switch in terms of the end of last chapter, but
yeah.
Oh, and also I'm excited to be back. By the way, I had a good weekend in Montreal. Tournaments went pretty interestingly. Did well in one, got hold in the other. But
it'd be like that.
Every time I watch the stream when I miss it, I'm like, man, I wish I was talking to these guys, in the moment. So I'm glad to be back, man.
Yeah, we were in our bag last week too.
I watched you guys. You guys did crazy well. It was sick.
And then we also got that boy Strawhat Mod. What's good, brother?
What is good, y'all? Besides feeling a little, a little teased, a little, bald, I feel pretty good. I feel pretty good, right?
Oda,
to some One Piece.
Oda had to do it to us, bro. He had to do it to us, especially before a break week. And D3 doing his priest thing, yo. Hope you're doing well, brother. And last but not least, today we got that boy Blackhawk. What's good, brother?
Yo, what's good with y'all, man? It feels good to be back for another episode of Sit Down, man. And like you said, indeed, congrats and many blessings, and I hope all is well for D3 and him being a priest. But you're gonna have to see me one of these episodes again. Him and this Zoro slander must stop.
Yes, sir. We gotta have like that great debate one day. That should be
Ace Attorney type shit.
Yeah. Like we were kind of like going in at it last week with the whole Sanji.
Sanji
thing. But real quick, since I normally do shoutouts, I was not ready to. I forgot to do it early. Well, shout out to Cali. We said my boy. Also, shout out to my boy Jay. He got me this Shanks tag for my pickleball, like my bag and shit. This shit is fire. And I want to show off. So I want to show off a few pins before we get started.
Yes, sir.
And I have a new segment that I want to start on the sit down, right? So, the pins real quick. We got this Robin pin, huge ass Robin pin with her demon form in the back. I sent you guys a picture of it on the One Piece group chat. Shout out to my boy Dova, pin maker. She came out beautiful. The next one is Gear 5 Luffy. Next, we got these three. It's actually 6 pins, but I'm doing 3 at a time. Cross Guild, we have Buggy, Crocodile, Mihawk. All like really like small pins, but super nice, super detailed. Braveheart, those were beautiful. And the new 3 that came in are allies of the Straw Hats, also Shishibukai. We got Jinbei, Boa, and Kuma.
Let's go.
So, they came in. I was like, yo, these are really nice. I wanted to show them off real quick.
Very fire, bro.
But
very good.
Now, for the new segment, right? I want to call it Straw Hat Sit Downs or Mista's Davy Back Fights. So it's gonna be like little mini games,
Yeah.
So today, for you guys, I have 12 duos, 12 captains and their first mates in my hat, right? My straw hat over here. We're gonna do a blind ranking, of 5. So I'm gonna pick names out, and then you guys have to choose what order to rank them as. But we don't know who's gonna come out. You know what I mean?
Okay.
All right. So you guys ready?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
All right. So these
Wait,
are gonna be
hold on. So it's like if because I don't want to. I just want to understand. Are we like ranking them personally or like off power scale or like what's the deal?
we'll do for this the strongest because these are captains and
All
their
right, but
right.
Cool.
Just to so we'll just do 5. This is like so that we could put up shorts on YouTube and TikTok and stuff like that, and it's something a little fun for the audience to get
Yeah,
and
it'll
for
be
us
fun.
to do.
A little warm up. Yeah.
A little warm up, yes. So this is my first time doing it. All right. So blind rankings. I'm gonna pick number 1. Let's see. We have wow. Well, this one's easy. Damn it! I don't want to do this one. This one's too easy. I'm gonna omit this one. It was
Okay.
Oh no.
it was
boom,
Bro
let's get the easy one. Let's
Bro
get
got
the
Roger
easy
and Rayleigh.
it was Roger and Rayleigh. I was like, you know what? Maybe that's too easy. That's too easy. All right. So omitting Roger and Rayleigh.
Oh wow, that's funny.
All right. So first pick is Blackbeard and Jesus Burgess.
Oh,
That's
What
damn.
rank would you guys put them at?
considering that now we know there's everyone in there and not just current pirates, I'm thinking
Yeah.
I'm thinking a young 3. How does that sound to you guys, Mod and Blackhawk?
I'm saying top 5 is perfect. I don't know about 3. Well,
We got 5 slots.
Yeah.
You said it was 12, right?
But we're
doing the top 5.
doing 5. So there's 12
Let's
possibilities.
see.
Well, 11 now because I took out Roger and Rayleigh.
Yeah, we're only gonna see 5 basically.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But I'm also thinking about like if
We might not get a young Luffy and Zoro exactly. It's a crazy game. Let's get some good choices by Mister.
I think
I think
this. Okay, go ahead, Blackhawk. Go ahead.
yeah, I think 3 is safe if we're playing it safe. So yeah, I'm fine with 3.
Yeah, that's cool. 3 or it was either 3 or 4 for me.
Okay.
4 also makes sense, but let's go 3 because it's gonna be some scrubs in there too. I bet.
All right. So we have Blackhawk Jesus Burgess as a third rank. Next, let's go. Why'd I make these? Oh, next we got Crocodile and Mr. One.
Oh, that's
Damn.
that's 5.
No question. Yep.
Yeah.
No question. Number 5.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think that's safe to play this number 5. Crocodile
We're gonna-
does all the carrying in that duel there.
We're gonna get Buggy and Mr. 3, bro.
Yeah, hey, and I'm gonna just have to jump off a bridge, bro.
Yeah, and then Kyle gonna hate us even more.
Oh man.
Oh no, he doesn't like Crocodile. Never mind.
Next one is Kaido and King.
Oh shoot, that's definitely greater than Blackbeard and Jesus Burgess in my opinion.
I completely agree with you.
All right, so
it's 1 or 2.
Oof.
We don't know if we'll get anything greater
Wow,
than that.
coin flip, baby. It's up to you, man.
There's only a few.
This is where we play a risky game. You playing a risky game, but
let's not embarrass ourselves. Let's just go 1, and if we, but we might get Roger and Luffy as well, or no, Shanks and Luffy too.
Yeah,
we might get both of them.
You could get Shanks and Ben Beckman.
I'm gonna say 2 is the smart play.
Ooh, 2.
But wait, that might not be. It might not.
See, look.
He omitted Rayleigh and Roger, so that's already 1 contender gone. You could still get Whitebeard. You could still get like Shanks.
Yep.
Oh my lord. Yeah, it's cooked.
Like I'm saying, like the chances of us getting people stronger than Kaido are actually lower.
Should I? Do you want me to put Roger and Rayleigh back? I just didn't want them to be the first pick. That would make it too easy.
No.
Okay.
Keep them out. We already.
Mod. I think we go 1.
Yeah, I go 1.
I just wanted to be known.
The statistical possibility that we won't get them.
Okay.
I just wanted to be said for when Mister does pull whatever's above Kaido. I just wanted to be known. I told y'all put it at 2. just wanted to be known.
All right, so
Respect.
number 1, Kaido and King.
Yeah.
All right.
I like that we have 1, 3, and 5 already, and not anything else.
All right, next. I hope I got a good one, bro. Let's see.
It happened.
Let's see. Shanks and Ben Beckman.
I fucking told y'all. I fucking told y'all it was gonna happen.
That is
No, I told y'all.
That
At this
is
point, y'all might as well, just call what it is. I got observation hockey in real life.
Nah, you
I
got
do.
future sight. I'm not gonna lie.
Alright,
I got future sight on me as well.
So
because it was gonna happen, bro. It was gonna happen. Now look. When the TikTok clip gets made, when the YouTube clip circling around, when the Twitter clip circling around, I told him Shanks is on his way. I could smell the Wi-Fi hockey time away. I could smell it.
Man, that's so funny, bro. Oh god. All right, so that's obviously number 2.
Yeah,
and now for the last one.
No, we fucked up the list. Put them at the bottom as low as possible.
The last one is dope. The last one is Doflamingo and Treble.
Oh my god!
Other than Roger, other than Shanks and Kaido, this wasn't that bad.
Yeah, I think that could.
Yeah, that's obviously our 4th slot.
Okay, so for the Straw Hat Sit-Down's first blind ranking of captains and their first mates by power, we have rank number 1 Kaido and King, rank number 2 Shanks and Ben Beckman, rank number 3 Blackbeard and Jesus Burgess, rank number 4 Doflamingo and Treble, and rank number 5 Crocodile and Mr. One.
Honestly, the Shanks one might. Hey, if you want to be a contrarian, I think you could argue that that's a good placing because, I mean, we don't know Ben Beckman. We know
we
King.
can't
We
talk
don't
our way
know
out
Ben
this L, bro.
Beckman.
We cannot talk our way out of this L, bro.
No. So yeah, let us know in the comments. Yo, is this an L for the first one? And I'm gonna save the other ones for next week if you guys want to do that again.
Hell yeah, dude. We'll do maybe that, or we'll try to find something else. That was really, really fun.
Word. Okay.
That was fine.
Thank you, Mister. That was really dope.
No problem. Yes, that shit was mad funny. I'm not gonna lie. That shit was mad funny. All right, so now let's get to the the meat and potatoes of this episode.
Yes, sir.
One Piece chapter 1009. Title Interception, which was actually different from the title that was in TCB.
Yeah, absolutely.
That was because theirs was termination, and that's it's a big difference. Okay, so
though I will say, reading the official, there wasn't any big other translation changes, honestly. So
yeah.
We're probably good.
Also, before we start, real quick, if you guys look on the screen, we see the new cover story. We're finally back on some meaningful cover stories, and this one I feel like I've never seen a limited cover series before. Have you guys? Has there been a limited one?
You don't know what that means. Yeah, I'm not. Well, it's number 26, and there's more than 26 cover stories, so there has to be 25.
So there has to be
limited cover story. I'll search it up and I'll find out.
Okay. Hold on. I just want to make sure. Yeah, we're good. All right. So I thought that was interesting, but I'm glad we're back. I know, Mad, you were saying this earlier before we started the pod. I am glad that we are back with cover stories that could tie into what's going on, right? Because this one we're getting Onigashima sinks, and if we get some flashbacks or like backstory to that, or what's going on there right now, that would be so cool. What do you guys think?
Well, first of all, I gotta say it's just I'm a person that likes a lot of like history / mythos type stuff. So this is pretty cool to just see that like old Wano is submerged in sea while Onigashima it gives a lot more perspective as to how big old Wano was. If I'm not mistaken, it was shown that old Wano was basically bigger than current Wano, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
in terms of like size of city scope and stuff like that. So it's just pretty cool to see this. Like I just love this art right here.
Yeah.
But I'm thinking that this might have to do with like it's one or two things. It's one is either the return of like of Kaido's arc or Big Mom or something like that.
Okay.
And the reason why is because, or at least a part of their crew, because I remember they said that was it that Jack was submerged underwater or something?
Yeah.
Underneath Zoe,
yeah. So he might be involved in this, or it has something to do with the Blackbeard Pirates because there was one crew member that we did not get anything yet on, and it could be Luffy.
Okay.
So it could have something to do with Luffy.
That'd be cool. Because we know that Luffy is a very shifty character. We don't know anything. That's like the one character out of like the main players of Pirates that we still know nothing about, really.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And when it comes to the Blackbeard Pirates, oh, sorry, Mr. I cut you off, by the way.
No, you good.
Yeah, when it comes to the Blackbeard Pirates, obviously Luffy is like could be anywhere in the world because that guy was at the Red Line when Blackbeard's crew was in Jaya, so he can be wherever he wants, honestly. So yeah, he could be here definitely, but I wager that Oda will probably hold off on Blackbeard's Wano excursion till Caribou gives him the info on Pluton. Because if Luffy is here and doesn't stumble upon Pluton down here, then I'd be shocked. But also like the question about Kaido and them being down here is interesting because like Kaido I believe can breathe underwater because he has the fish fruit. I know it's a dragon, but yeah, that guy can do whatever he wants. I wouldn't be surprised if he could breathe underwater. Big Mom would be fucked, by the way, if she was down here. And Jack also has a devil fruit, so he couldn't even help them. He was stuck down there, even though he was submerged and he could breathe, but he was stuck. So yeah, if we're really in the water, I really have no idea what the hell could come of this. I will say I wonder how Onigashima got here, because last time we saw it, it was outside the Flower Capital as it landed when Luffy beat Kaido and Momonosuke safely landed it. So I'm assuming he had to have moved it. Did he like throw it in the water or something underneath Wano? How did it get here? Did it get here from like where
good question.
Where Odin's dad showed Robin? Like how in the world did he get here?
Yeah, it was after the fact too, because they because it's not because you're right, because it's like we saw Wano, the old Wano submerged, and that wasn't there.
Absolutely, you're right.
When that happened, so. Onigashima getting there is after the fact, which is one of the reasons why I kind of thought like Kaido was behind it, because he's the only one we know that can move it.
Yeah.
The only other person I know that maybe could move it maybe is Momo.
Yeah, and like you said, it's a maybe. So yeah, I'm just interested how the hell it got here and what the purpose was. But yeah, we can we have a little bit to speculate on, but yeah. I think that's really. I gotta wait for next week. I feel like
that's a good point because didn't Luffy punch through Onigashima?
We know where it landed. It landed safely.
It did. Okay.
Yeah.
And also, did y'all see that huge ass sword that's just sticking out?
Yep.
Wasn't that there before?
It was.
It was.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah.
All right.
Because one of the horns was cut from that sword, and then it got cut during the fight, I believe, or some shit like that.
Do we know that the first horn was cut in by the sword?
No, I mean I'm just it's just hearsay. I'm just assuming because it looked clean, but But yeah,
Zoro cut the other one.
Yeah, Zoro cut the other one. That I know for a fact.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, so, pretty interesting stuff, man. Very, very interesting cover story, and Oda could definitely blow our minds with it.
Oh, you already know he's about to, bro. Next week he'll go hard. Because it'll be cool to see like Momo and them are trying to learn more about Wano and all that shit. So it'll be pretty cool.
Yeah, I think that could be a possibility because we all know that Momo said that he's not going to open Wano yet.
Yeah.
So down the line, we could see that. But this could be a decent in between if it was Momo that moved it down there to show us them exploring it. But it's also submerged underwater too. So it's like I know Momo. Can Momo swim?
Well, if he has the fish,
he's dope for either way.
if he has the fish fruit, he might because if it's the same as Kaido's, he might be okay.
He can't even move.
But
if
yeah, but they have Kawamatsa, the frog.
True. They do have Kawamatsu, so yeah, he could
you could just take him
down there.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. But the thing is though, if so, this is what my big question is like, because now that we're seeing this again, it just makes me think like, what the hell? Because like you said, Momo said didn't want to open the borders just yet, and by opening the borders it means taking down the walls. And we know that doing that unleashes Pluton, and Robin even said it herself. Like, what the hell did Odin want with a weapon like that? But it just makes me think that like there's something more to it, man. Wano has to be open for something else to happen, and I don't think it's Pluton. But yeah, it's so interesting. I can't wait to see what we learn from this cover story.
Yeah. No,
yeah, it also means all that water gets
Yeah.
dispensed too.
Yeah,
so
and then it'll be free to like move around in old Wano.
That'd be crazy,
Yeah.
bro. That'd be crazy. All right. That's longer than I thought we'd spend on cover story, but I mean, it's been a while though. It's been a while, so like Oda's ready to give it to us. So
And like I said, this could be one of the most impactful cover stories.
agreed.
Yeah, this is it has pretty big connotations behind it.
Especially
starting it off like that.
Especially also because I can't remember other cover stories saying limited cover story either. Like
I tried to search it up, and I don't think there's much on it. I think it's like just I don't think it means much.
Probably just verbiage that they were. Okay,
Yeah,
that makes sense. That makes sense. All right, so let's get on with the chapter. So we start off with the chapter of the message of Vegapunk going out to the world, and we see Vegapunk with his satellites talking to each other and going back and forth on what they should do. Right. So Shaka, they're trying to set up the audio and the visual for this big message that Vegapunk has to tell the world about the truth. And we also see present time, the heart monitor, right, which we believe is the heart monitor, flatline because like beep, and we're still assuming that is the Stella unit's heart monitor, and the fact that he's dead, and that's why all this is happening right now. So they're contemplating right on like how they want to prepare this for the audience. I was a little confused because DCB was like making it seem like the audience, like the people in the world weren't ready for this news. But when I read the official, it just made it seem like they just needed time to get ready for the.
Yeah, that's all it is.
Right. Yeah. Okay. And also they were also talking about the fact that they want to give the audience time to set up, and at first they wanted to do an hour, but then they ended up going with 10 minutes because they're afraid that intelligence agencies could pick it up and change up the message and and do whatever they want with it.
Mm-hmm.
So the best way that they did this was by manipulating the Navy's transponder snails. So all this message, the audio and everything, is going out to the world through all the transponder snails that's connected to the Navy, which is pretty much everywhere, which is pretty crazy. You see the Navy scrambling. They're like, turn it off, but we can't because they're hacked. There's nothing they could do. And in actuality, if you think about it, if the Navy were to cut off communication amongst themselves, you never know who's gonna pick that up and who could do what during that time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like that could just, it could be a whole disaster, and that's exactly what Vegapunk, I believe, was expecting. I mean, this is the smartest man in the world, right? So, let's see. So it's pretty cool. You see them scramble, and then you also see the goat.
Yep.
Giant Joy Boy, Giant Nika, Sun God, Luffy, holding Kizaru and Saturn, and he's like, like what's going on? And you also see. Oh, go ahead, Mod.
I was just gonna say, y'all see how so I thought that last week that Saturn like snapped a button in his head and he's like, looking deranged for a reason, like he just went full on berserk.
Yeah.
The fact that he still looks like that, but he's thinking calmly, like, what are you planning to say, Vegapunk? Like, there's no explanation points, there's no jaggedness to his thought bubble or nothing like that. So it seems he's pretty calm while looking like that. And I just found that so funny when I read that.
Hey, Saturn got the stance of a healthy pit bull. He look ready for bullshit. That's the best way to describe it.
That definitely is. Nah, it's true. And I mean, also you would expect that type of not posture, composure from a Gorosei, right? Like, so that's definitely a good pickup on that mod.
Mm-hmm.
So they're talking about the interval. They want there's a visual transponder, the audio is going out, and the interval was an hour, but they're gonna make it to 10 minutes. And as you said, Vegapunk, Saturn is contemplating like, what are you gonna say? Then you got the other Straw Hats. You got Chopper, Nami, Usopp, Robin, and Edison. Like they're like, that's Vegapunk, right? Like, trying to figure out what's going on.
And interestingly, we don't get a speech bubble or reaction from Edison. Who's with them.
Yeah. He knows what this is.
Yeah.
And I like that you can see that Robin's up, so she's like listening. You know what I mean? Because this is news that we definitely want Robin to hear, of all people.
For sure.
Then we see the Marines fighting the Giants still. The word is still going out, like the message is still going on, and you see Sanji holding Vegapunk's dead body, saying, "Hey, wake up! Like that's your voice, right, Vegapunk? Like what? Like trying to like shake him out of it, but that's not working." And then something that I thought was very interesting. We cut back to Saturn, and then we go to Sacred Mary Joa, and then we get the other Gorosei are listening in because they got transponders. They're like, "What is this signal? Someone explain this now." And you see this speech bubble or this thought bubble or some type of communication. I think all the Gorosei are connected together.
Bro, and they're insane. Yeah, I think you're completely right.
And they're asking him, they're like, "Saturn, what happened with Vegapunk?" And while he's fighting Luffy, he's saying to them, "Kizaru killed him. He should be dead now. I think. I saw it." And then the other Gorosei realize, hey, okay, Vegapunk set a dead man switch with this message the moment he died.
I just want to say, I was reading the chapter, and you guys know I read it with two of my friends, and I was just flabbergasted when I saw that they can telepathically communicate. What in the world are these niggas, man?
Bro, they're all intertwined together, bro. Because
they're connected. Like it's something like what?
They're all stemmed from Emu, bro. That's the best thing I can think about.
I'm starting to believe the demon devil agenda, bro. Like this is beyond. Unless there's 5 devil fruits there or 6 devil fruits.
Starting, man.
Okay, I have real thematic reasons as I think why they should be human with devil fruits, but like, what the fuck is going on?
I have no idea. There's no way that this is a coincidence that coincidentally there are 5 devil fruits
that are connected this way.
Yeah, like this seems like way more than that.
Yeah, and so just this is an insane development. We're seeing them. We continue to see some of their powers that we just never deemed possible in the One Piece world. These guys are telepathically communicating, and they're not even close to each other,
bro.
These niggas are on the other side of the world,
bro. It's like I remember Blackhawk saying it, like calling them demons and stuff. It's like Black Clover, like they're just from Black Clover and they came to fucking One Piece.
Yeah,
like,
that's a great comparison.
You know, like they don't got devil fruits. Like they're just all demon and all intertwined together. Like the summoning, the talking to each other. Like I don't know. It's definitely different, and it's all magic based too. Because we don't really see the magic symbols with devil fruits and shit like that. We haven't really seen that at all in One Piece.
And I think there's like a clear I mean, we see the question marks when he first popped up. Like someone's like, "Is that a devil fruit? Is this a devil fruit power or whatever?"
Yeah.
Like he has the awakened cloud on his back, the black one that Luffy had.
True.
Like, and then there's like the swirls that are on Dofus that are on his legs. Like, there's like it's so obvious Oda's trying to like mesh, but maybe there's like maybe whatever they are the origin of Dofus.
Could be the
like
origin of Dofus. That is true.
Yeah, because there's obviously some link, but yeah, just this little detail that they can communicate. It's so fucking insane.
It's huge.
Yeah,
it's huge. And then also I remember Katarina Devon also brought up was like, oh, what an interesting devil fruit, or so she thinks, right? So we don't know. So let's keep it going. So then we see they're like, most likely, who knows what they don't know what he's gonna say. They're like, we could find the source of the transmission, and I don't know, I forgot this guy's name, but he was like, it's got to be coming from the labosphere on Egghead. It's protected by the barrier. I believe you can't use whatever they used against Lucia on that bubble sphere, because I think it's that strong.
I'm assuming
I could be wrong though.
I think for the Lucia, like with the Mother Flame thing, I just have a feeling that like because remember they had a conversation with York and the Straw Hats on the call, and they were asking York like, can you recreate the Mother Flame? And she told them that the power plant is in the lab and stuff like that. So I think they might not have the capability to just be like launching them willy nilly with the prototype that Vegapunk gave them.
That makes sense.
So. So I'm assuming, because I really think, I'm not gonna lie, I don't think that barrier is surviving the Uranus, bombardment.
That's right.
But yeah, man, just crazy shit.
Crazy shit. So we go back to the monitor and we see this Vegapunk and the Stellas talking. They're like, all right, we got 10 minutes. They want to make some coffee. They're like, what are we gonna do? Invent something or make some coffee? There's 9.5 minutes left. So now we know that there's a timer going on right now, right? So we see the rest of the world's reaction on what's going on. We go to Dressrosa, the New World, and people are going off saying, like, did you hear this? This is wild. The legendary Dr. Vegapunk is sending a message to the entire world. And we know Dressrosa has the visual transponder snail, so they're setting it up and everything because of the whole Coliseum. Yes, they want everyone seeing it, and I like to see that they're hurrying because like they know this is important. Still on Dressrosa, we see Rebecca, Kiros, and the Tontas all together, and it looks like they were training. Leo is like, is that the professor Luffy Lando took hostage? Rebecca, like, how could you believe that shit, bro? Come on, it's Lucy.
I remember, I didn't remember this, but I think I was watching someone's video. They were saying that they remind us that the Tontas are very trustworthy. They're very trusting. Yeah. So they just believe the shit they read on the paper.
Super gullible people. I mean, that's just how they are. But luckily Rebecca and Kiros are there, and to keep them, straight, because it's fucking Lucy, bro. And I still love that they use their names, bro. Lucy Lando, all that shit. And Kiros, I thought it was interesting. Kiros is like, oh, is that Vegapunk? Like, because this is like the first time people get to actually see Vegapunk, bro.
Yep.
No, everyone knows him by name, but no one has seen what he looks like.
And Robin even mentions it, right? And when they first see Lilith, they're like, wait, I thought you're supposed to be an old man. You can't be Vegapunk.
You're right. That's a good call. And you know what I liked about this is this past weekend in the anime is the first time we see Vegapunk in the anime. Like,
nice.
Like what he looks like and everything.
Mm-hmm.
So it's cool that us in the real world got to see him in the anime finally, like the color scheme, everything like that. And in the real world in One Piece, everyone get to see who he actually is. So there's a nice little, parallel going on there, some kind of correlation.
Yeah, Oda really Oda out here paralleling with the real world now, man. You can do anything, bro.
Oda on that timing, bro.
He's gonna start focusing out on real events at this point, bro.
Yo, he might have. You never know. He got the observation hockey like Blackhawk over here, bro. So we then go to East Blue, Windmill Village, Fuchsia Village, Luffy's village, where him and Shanks were there, right? And
absolutely.
Right. So as he was a kid, so the villagers are like, oh, I thought this news about Luffy getting in trouble again. They're like, we don't have a visual transponder, and the mayor's like, are you gonna pay for it? You're stuck with the audio. Like, I don't got money for that shit. Listen to the audio. We're good to go. We then go straight to Water 7 Grand Line, and we see Iceberg and his secretary Alice. He's just getting up, but they're setting up the video at once all over the place because they want everyone to hear the news. I love when Oda does this shit, bro. Getting the reaction from different places and different people that we haven't seen in a while. Like it's awesome, especially big moments like this. And with big moments, we got Big News Morgans on ready on ready to get this information out with the World Economic Journal HQ. He's there with Vivi, Warple, and Vivi is like, "Does it say where Luffy's crew is?" And I actually enjoyed both iterations of what Big Morgan says. He's like, "Look at the clock behind them, you fool." And in TCB, he was like, "You're a dimwit. Like, can you can you can you use your common sense? Do you see that? That shit's a recording. Like, so I like that. Even though Morgan is all about the news, he's still got a good head on his shoulders, and he's ready for all this shit, bro.
Yeah, that was a big pickup on the low. That was
Yeah.
that was like kind of impressive.
What?
That he picked that he
Oh,
realized the
yeah.
clock wasn't right. I
Yeah.
think that's actually like a pretty heads up, pickup from him.
No, it's true.
Really? I
A little
wouldn't go
bit.
that far. I wouldn't go that far.
We can't see how big the clock is. I just think it's clutch that he noticed it. No one else has.
It's true, and also it makes sense
Okay,
though.
fair.
It makes sense though because they're listening into everything that's happening, so they heard the call for the Buster call to go out, right? So
Yeah.
so that's why he says like, there's currently a Buster call happening. There's no way that the Straw Hats and Vegapunk live this shit. So this shit's going down. So that means that he must be dead, right?
Yeah, or
So
they're gone, or they're already gone. Yeah.
yeah. So that was that's Morgan's his crew. Then we go to the West Blue. Uh, we don't know where this is in the West Blue, right?
No, we don't know where any of these places are. I think.
Okay, the next three. Okay, so we got the West Blue. So that's the real Vegapunk. Look at his head. His mind so sharp it cut itself. And I
That was a
thought
bar.
it was pretty funny. They said something about something with an apple, like an apple slice or some shit like that in TCB. So it was like a pun on the fact that he had a big head with the apple and everything like that. So it was pretty cool.
Understandable.
We then get the North Blue. They say that this is the man who brought light to the world.
I thought that was an interesting one because when I
Agreed.
first saw that, I thought
Agreed.
it was the island Frankie was on, and then I searched it up and I learned that island, that Vegapunk's island is in the first half of the Grand Line. So it's not that island because if you guys remember, they were telling Frankie about how Vegapunk like heated their island or something like that.
Yeah.
With his inventions before he left and went to his labs with the Marines. So I thought that was the same place, and they kind of interesting that like there's places that have like harsh living conditions that are really thankful to Vegapunk.
Yeah.
And what he's done. I just thought that was like kind of like a good reminder that like, because I mean his home village, getting blessed by his scientific efforts. It's kind of hard to call that altruistic because it's where your family's from and stuff. It's where you live. But like random islands really being indebted to you kind of reminds me, okay, you know what? Even though Vegapunk makes weapons for these niggas, he's still a good guy. He still wants to help people with his inventions. I thought that was a nice little line.
And now that you brought that up, bro, and since you brought up Mother Flame before, and remember the whole thing with the Mother Flame that he was trying to create a source to help people, right? Like that's his whole thing.
Energy, yeah.
So what if this is like a prototype of that? You know what I mean? Like he helped these people get light, power, whatever. Like we don't know to what extent, but as you said, like that's always been Vegapunk's fucking goal was.
And I'm glad you brought that up. Like he was telling the Jinbei that he wants to give everyone eternal, like limitless energy, right?
Yes,
so like he's
exactly.
Yeah, man. And I mean the Stella. I mean obviously he's not dead. Vegapunk still exists, but like the Stella's like probably dead now. So I don't know how much he reflects on the other Vegapunks, but man, he's kind of a goat, And
he is.
Rest in peace, bro.
and not just that, but like we said before, just with this chapter alone, you see the effect that he's had from all over the world of One Piece, the Grand Line, East Village, West Village, North Blue, West Blue, North Blue, South Blue, everywhere, bro. Like everyone knows who Vegapunk was. He's done something that, whether it be for them or like done something that helped them in any way, like everyone knows who he is, and that's just the importance of this character. Just like in a way, in a smaller scale, this dude that changed the message in Wano.
Yasue, yeah.
Yasue, like everyone in Wano knew who he was, right? Or for the most part, and then like in a way, it's kind of like that, which I really enjoy.
Yeah, man, Vegapunk going out like a goat, bro.
Going out like a goat, son. So we then go to the South Blue, and then we see people reacting to the message as well. What's so important for him to say to the entire world? Is this the invention of the century? And that's fair to think that would be the case, right? So, now Oh, and the final place that we go to that we see reactions is Queendom, Kamabaka, and the Revolutionary Army. You see back the whole gag. They're talking about the coffee. The coffee will take 10 minutes. They're not gonna have time because there's like 9 minutes left until the thing is up. So, what was the point of fucking making the coffee? but I like it though because they just don't want anyone jamming and interfering with their message because like this needs to go out.
Yeah.
We see Ivankov reacting to it. What does Vegapunk think he's doing, and why is his noggin so slim? Which I thought was funny. And you see the rest of the revolutionaries, Koala, Sabo, reacting and realizing because they've only heard about Vegapunk, they've never seen him. And why is he streaming a message in the middle of this whole ordeal? And finally, Calimac's favorite, number one fraud in One Piece,
Oh,
the goat,
no. You-
Dragon. Monkey D. Dragon is there listening in, thinking about what we saw at the beginning of this arc when Shaka called him and said, I suspect my death is imminent.
Yeah.
And yet,
time out. Yo, this is Callie's favorite. Yo,
no,
Callie, we gotta talk when you get back. I'm disappointed, bro.
no, you gotta listen to what I said.
Oh, I was about to say, damn, this nigga's favorite is a fraud. This is amazing.
That's what I said.
Callie.
No. Calimac's favorite
Not me,
because Dragon's a fraud, bro.
What the hell is he doing sitting there? His son is fighting gods and demons. And he out here standing there.
Oh,
Not
man.
even menacing. He's just standing.
Oh,
I think
man.
Dragon is averaging the most god,
exactly what's happening.
Bro,
yeah, I mean,
Dragon
like,
definitely.
What he's not even there.
When you look up famous,
acting like this man is right there at Egghead and he's still sitting there looking like
bro. If you look up famous Dragon quotes from One Piece, it's just a ... like fucking YHuss said, son. Like that shit. Like that's all he's got, son. Like, but to be fair, like we all know, Callie always says that this guy's the number one fraud in One Piece. I get it. But part of me thinks there has to be a reason why he hasn't done anything, bro. Like, it's got to be a good reason. Otherwise, like, I don't have to be with Callie on this one. Dragon, you're a disappointment. Like, this shit's crazy.
What do y'all want from this man? Like, I don't.
Some action, move, bro, move.
What does he possibly know that should make a move at this point? What is he going to do?
Well, I just want to know what's keeping him from doing anything.
He does not know what's going on at Egghead exactly right now. He don't know if he didn't know that Kuma was going there. They still didn't deduce that. They didn't also know about Bonnie. Like, I just don't know what y'all want this man.
Then this revolution is failing, bro. How do you not know these things?
It's crazy, bro. When this message goes out in the world, like turns against the government, you guys remember, like at the end of Wano, they were starving the celestial dragons. They really didn't have much food.
True. Yeah.
Like, they're doing a lot, you know. They have like a war to prepare for the rest of the gods' nights. So let's give them a little bit of slack.
All right, a little bit of time. All right, fine. I just had to pick up the energy for Callie, bro. I knew he would bring the same thing. I just gotta. So let's get back to the main attraction. Back to Egghead. We see that Mugiwara no Luffy is still holding Kizaru and Saturn, and he says, "All those punches meant nothing to you, huh?" And you see both Saturn and Kizaru do their eye laser thingies, eye powers, and I think it looks like Luffy dodged them, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So he dodged that, and also he dodged Saturn's poison tail, and he says, "Whoa! From now until the moment all my friends get away, I'm keeping you guys right here. Gum, Dawn, Symbol," and he just smashes them two together, bro. That shit was crazy.
I ain't gonna hold you. That almost looked pretty violent to me.
Extremely violent, bro. Yo,
that shit is crazy. I ain't gonna hold you. When I first saw that panel, I thought the black stuff that was splattering out, I thought honestly that was blood. I was like, oh,
no,
here.
that's just the fucking ink, bro. That Toon Force, yo, he like we've all talked about how Luffy's gonna take care of Saturn, right? And we were like, oh, he's just gonna stomp on him, right, like a bug. Nah, he just slapped that shit like the bug he is, bro. I feel worse for Kizaru because like he's this small ass dude and this big ass giant spider fucking getting slammed into you, bro. Like that's just kind of crazy.
Yeah, and he can't regenerate.
No, yeah, he can't. Like so.
Also, Mister, can you like stop and start your Discord stream? Yeah, it froze for me. I don't know if it's just me.
My Discord stream?
Yeah, because it's still on. Okay, now I'm good. I thought you didn't go. I thought you went to the next panel. It didn't shift. I'm good now.
So I went to the next panel on the other screen I have for the stream. So that's my bad. So yeah, we got the symbol, and you see the big like force that it created when he's like there's a kaboom, and you see the space under like everywhere, like the buildings start like moving in a way.
Yeah, he really smoked them.
He did, and as he let go, you see both Kizaru and Saturn both flatten like pancakes, like little dough, and Luffy starts juggling them like as if he was like making pizza with them. You know what I mean? Like
nigga, this is so disrespectful.
Oh, bro, he's doing dough.
Hey, this is why he's the GOAT.
Dough
take the
right
violence,
now, bro.
You add in the joke, bro. Look at this. He has them looking absolutely idiotic.
They're like,
you're a Gorosei and a admiral. And you're fucking pizza slice.
It's true, and especially with how like serious and like crazy they were looking, and like now they just little dough spheres. Pizza dough, bro. He's dough discos, bro. So
that's the funniest part of this panel is look at Saturn's face. He's still a deranged, like bull giant spider thing.
Facts.
As he's being made into a slice of pizza.
It's just crazy, bro. That Toon Force go crazy, and then we get Luffy. He's like, so he talks about if you just bounce back from anything I do, let's see you bounce back from this. And he tosses them both, right? They go back to the Navy, and the Navy's watching. They're like, what? He just threw something. What is that, huh? And you see Kizaru go slamming into one of the bigger ships of the Navy that's there, and takes that out, and he's just laughing. Meanwhile, Saturn misses the ship and starts boomeranging back to Luffy, and Luffy just starts doing his whole Looney Tunes leg thing and runs away, right? And he's like, he's just perplexed. He's like, what? Nothing I do damages him. So nothing Luffy has done so far has hurt Saturn, right? I mean, the symbol, I guess, like stunned him, but nothing like really like took him out.
Yeah,
which I thought is very interesting.
Yeah.
Were you gonna say, Mud?
No, I was gonna say. I was just gonna say. Yeah, it seems that like for whatever reason, because I'm still not 100% convinced of Saturn's battle prowess yet.
Yeah,
it doesn't feel like we still got anything concrete. Because it's still kind of back and forth, right? Sometimes when it comes to like what he does seems amazing, then what other people do to him seems amazing too. But it just seems like because of what YHuss brought up earlier, his regenerative factors and stuff like that, it just seems like that might be the reason why Luffy can't put him down for real.
That makes sense.
And I still have no idea if this man is using Conqueror's Haki or not. It's Conqueror's Haki. So I don't know.
It's also a possibility that like these powers like of this world don't mess with him or some type of shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, maybe, man.
Like, it's just possibilities. But it may not affect him, and I actually really liked how Luffy's upset about this. Like, how come nothing I do damages him? Like, cause that's never really happened to him before,
I'd be pissed too. I've been beating the shit out of you. I turned you into a pizza. I slapped you through like 4 or 5 mountains. And you just get the fuck up. I'd be angry as hell.
So, unlike Saturn, who was able to get up and redirect the attack, Kizaru is on that Navy ship that's sinking, and he's just there huffing and puffing, his arm over his head, and his crew are asking him like, "Yo, are you okay? What happened?" And he's not getting up. do you guys think he's out for the count, or do you guys still think he? Well, obviously he's stunned because I mean Luffy hit him before and he was fucking knocked out for a while. But do you think he's still reeling, like contemplating on everything that's going on?
Bro, it's
I,
too late. You did the D. He shot Vegapunk. No
You-
more.
Yeah, it's over.
I
I'm
think
declaring this now. It is done. It is
Thank you,
over.
Maud. Thank
no
you, Maud.
more giving Kizaru the benefit of the doubt for all the power scalers and the naysayers narrative wise. No. This
All right.
man is done. He's cooked. He did what he did. He shot Vegapunk. He was, he even said before, like he know what he got to do. So this man was committed. I don't know why at this point he would act like I'm contemplated when he did the deed. So
No, you're right. You're right.
over.
Technically,
It's
he stabbed Vegapunk because if you go back, he's actually using the light sword that he got.
Yeah.
But
Pretty-
no, you're right. Especially here on the Strawhat Sound, we are not Kizaru. It's over. It's done.
And last chapter, Luffy when he grabbed him, he like squeezed Kizaru and he like made him like he coughed up blood. He looked obliterated.
Yeah, some internal bleeding right there.
Yeah, and it's pretty interesting because he had him in the exact same position before, when he first turned giant earlier this arc.
Yeah.
But nothing like he just threw him away, right? So yeah, Kizaru, I'm gonna keep it a buck. Kizaru got embarrassed this arc. He did his job, sure. He killed Vegapunk, but Luffy actually embarrassed this nigga.
Yeah,
and
many times.
Yeah, like I'm not gonna lie, like Kizaru is not looking good. I to the point where I'm questioning where he stands in the Admiral Power rankings. Like among like the 5 of them that we know. So he got absolutely embarrassed. It was a bad outing for Kizaru. But for Saturn, obviously, like I'm used to something that I really agree with. I have no idea how strong this guy is.
No,
and in terms of defense, obviously, like if you can't take damage, your defense doesn't freaking matter, So who cares? So just like that, his defense by that nature and by that value is like very high. So, but he hasn't really tried to attack Luffy very much, other than like the eye glare, which Luffy shrugged off last chapter.
Yep.
Boy,
he shrugged off. He shrugged off last chapter, and he dodged it this chapter.
He tanked it.
All right. Here we go.
He tanked it.
You're right.
That's a tanking.
All right. All right, Maud. We get it. He definitely did tank that. He definitely did tank that.
Man.
We've seen that one attack, and obviously it cooked some marine niggas, but like those are little scrubs. And Luffy tanked it one time, dodged it the second time.
Yeah.
I love that Luffy has continued to do that. Like versus Kaido, the Thunder Bago, you got smoked by it the first time. It nicked him when he first got to the roof, and then he starts dodging it with future sight. So I just love that Luffy keeps evolving every arc, every fight. But
go right there, bro.
It's facts, bro. That's young goat right there.
Hey,
but
that's MC of the year right there, bro.
Spitting. We could keep going, bro. But yeah, I just thought so. I agreed. I don't have any idea how strong Saturn is, and I guess we can talk more about it at the end of the chapter. But I'm just interested in seeing like what more abilities he has if he'll try to attack with the 10, like his little like poison legs or whatever. I just want to see what he does offensively. But I thought this was a very cool thing. My friend pointed out, one of the local auto fighting guys, because we always talk about the chapter when it drops, and a man said that because Kizaru got cooked by this throw. He didn't unpizzafy in time. But Saturn actually used the pizza in his favor. Obviously, it's not clear whether Saturn spun around on like he maybe the momentum carried him to spin. Who knows? I think personally, I had someone brought a good point that he might have the Nika matchup knowledge,
which makes sense because he's known about him, right?
Yeah, that's the enemy, right? And also when Luffy first appeared, when he knocked out Kizaru the first time, versus again as Saturn teleported to the island, he saw Luffy and said in his head, Nika.
Yep.
So he probably has a lot of matchup knowledge versus the cartoony effects, which is why he used it as an advantage to boomerang back. I thought that's a theory, an idea I really fuck with, and I believe so.
That is a good one.
I just thought that was very interesting.
I also for a second I thought because Kizaru hit the boat first. Like the boat had moved, because if you look at the one panel under Luffy laughing, you see that the boat's tilted, so it looked like it missed, type of shit. But it makes more sense the fact that like you said that he knows the matchup and that he's using that momentum because he turned it, he counterattacked it straight into to attack Luffy. But let's finish it up real quick. So we see Kizaru, he's out, and Saturn comes in. He's attacking Luffy, and at the same time, you hear the other Gorosei talking to Saturn, saying, "There's no time, Saturn. Vegapunk must not be given license to speak." And at that moment, Luffy runs away. We see the giant pirates with Atlas, Bonnie, Kuma getting to their ship, and they're like, Bonnie's like, "I hope Bonnie or Atlas." So someone is like, "I hope Vegapunk and them are all right." And Saturn says, "I'll make the summons." Good. And then we get fucking black lightning hitting the ground of Egghead, and you see it through the perspective of the Marines that are on the ocean, and all the Marines are like, "Huh, what's that? Black lightning? What the freak?" And next thing you know, we see this big spread, Saturn in the middle, and 4 black magic pendant. What are pentagrams?
Pentagrams.
Yeah,
Pentagrams
pentagrams.
popping up on Egghead,
Jesus
and
Christ.
all black fire, black lightning, everything coming out. You see Luffy. What's that? His eyes popping out. Sanji's looks like Sanji's running away, walking away with Vegapunk's body, and he says, "That's the same thing as when the Spider Gramps showed up."
My fucking god.
End chapter. Break
Break
next week. So
Bruh.
this is
Cliffhanger break, as Oda is always a good chapter, man.
yeah. So as Mod said earlier in the beginning of this episode, blue balled. That's the only way. That's the only way to what it is. We got blue balled. It is what it is. Oda is like leaving us for 2 weeks to stew and think about what's gonna happen. We all believe that he's summoning the Gorosei, right?
Yeah, I think that's the easiest conclusion to come to of
Yeah.
what just happened.
There's no other. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah,
It has to be.
someone told me that it's like this an extension of Saturn's power or something in terms of like he summoned like more versions of himself or something like that. I'm like, brother, I think that's too complicated. I think it's
Facts.
I think
Like,
it's just the
niggas don't like
Gorosei.
taking the most simple route, bro.
I like this is the Gorosei. If it's not the Gorosei, I'd be very surprised. But
Yeah. Like if it's like the Holy Knights or some shit like that, or no, I think it's the Gorosei though. I think it's the Gorosei.
It has to be. It has to be like they're having this conversation amongst themselves.
Yeah. It has to.
And you just tell they tell Saturn straight up like, bro, we cannot let this happen. So, like, we have to take the most drastic action possible.
Yep.
So it has to be them stepping in my opinion. Like this, like they've realized like, yo, we literally cannot have this. Like the world will be against them if if Vegapunk gets his message out. So it has to be.
Yeah. If they have a code red on among the Gorosei, this might be the code. This is it. Like,
Yeah. There's no worse situation. That's literally like everything that's ever drawn them to take action is like Emu's word and like the world getting too much information.
Yeah.
Like when they cook Ohara, when they shoot Clover and they commence the Buster Call on Ohara, that the freaking the Justice Warrior God, the guy with the Monopoly Man, he looks like the Monopoly Man. He says Ohara has learned too much.
Right. Yeah.
So like that's really what all it comes down to. The poneglyphs, like that they cannot let this happen. So yeah, he's about to, they're about to snap. And I agree. So when I was reading the chapter and I read 1 hour buffer and then like 10 minutes, I was like, Oda, just give it to us, bro. But honestly, I kind of understand. I think like the ending of this chapter has got. What's crazy? We thought Saturn appearing was nuts.
Yeah.
We thought Kizaru coming was crazy.
Yeah.
Like, bro.
And the Blackbeard Pirates.
Yeah, this shit real life menacing. Like I remember I said it. Either like last episode or I'm pretty sure it was that the pattern of I said pattern, the panel of Saturn, like clearly focusing and locking in and doing this demon eye shit was really menacing. That ain't got shit on this.
Nope.
At all.
Nope.
Like this is crazy. All 5 Gorosei on the same island. one of them's already in the demon form, so the other 4 are probably finna pop up like that.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
I think
It's real crazy.
I think we'll see the reveal of their demon forms coming
I'm
out.
very happy about that. I'm really happy about that because we saw Sabo like fight them kind of right
Yeah,
in the
yeah.
1080s.
We saw the
and then we're like-
shadows. Yeah.
And yeah, we're like, yo, I wonder, like when we're gonna see them. And very quickly we saw Saturn, and then even immediately after that, like literally like 10 chapters later, we see the rest of the Gorosei. So I'm happy we're gonna see all their forms. And look at you can see Luffy in this panel. There's like the question mark on the left side. That's him.
Yep.
Right.
Yep.
So yeah, like he's not in his giant form. I doubt it. But
no, he went down. He went down.
Yeah, he went down. But these niggas are like, look at this fucking panel. It's so menacing.
They're huge, bro. They're huge.
They're fucking huge, bro. So I just think this is I think this, honestly, I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. This might be the craziest ending panel in One Piece history.
Oh,
X dying is up there.
I won't say history yet until it's over, but
no, but like
it's definitely up there. Definitely up there. Yeah.
This is fucking insane. Luffy is gonna look at all 5 Gorosei. Like,
yep.
Bro,
all right. So I wanted to ask y'all a few questions, right? So do you guys feel like this is so soon? Too soon? I know.
Way sooner than I thought.
Right? This is way sooner than I thought. Like, I know we're in the final saga, but this is still the first arc of the final saga, and we're already getting the fucking Gorosei. Like, this is kind of crazy, bro.
I mean, all I knew before reading this chapter was that Oda took Egghead from what I thought was an expedition chapter mostly to possibly one of the hardest.
I think
the most intense battle shonen-esque arcs in One Piece history. Like,
you're not wrong. You're not wrong.
I did not expect this whatsoever. The ampness went from 4 to 8 to 10 to 12, and now it's a 20. I'm bro, what is going on, bro?
This is insane, too much. Bro.
It is, dude. It is
fucking insane,
bro. Oda's on one. Like, we weren't expecting this from Egghead. The Egghead incident is definitely a big incident, and they did mention that in the beginning of the arc.
Bro, I feel like the last 3 or 4 chapters were like, okay, this is probably the incident. Okay, now this is the incident. Okay, Vegapunk dying is the incident. Okay, the broadcast is the incident. Oh my god, all the fuckers are fighting Luffy. Like, yo.
Bro, it's crazy, bro.
It's too much. Like, we really thought that this was an expedition arc. Like,
exactly.
We came here expecting, okay, we're meeting Vegapunk. Oh, there's maybe a tiny conflict, but we'll resolve that, and then we're on to the more juicier stuff. No.
Nope.
I don't even know if anything after this might top this. Like,
bro,
this is all crazy.
We get Kuma, we get God Valley, we get Bonnie stuff, we get Gorosei stuff, we get Gorosei reveal, Gorosei fighting, Kizaru fighting, fucking Nika versus it's crazy, bro. Sanji versus Kizaru, like Rob Lucci,
Shanks, and take it outside of that.
I was gonna say, like, we're not even talking about the outside yet.
Yes.
Oh
my god!
Nah,
Oda said final saga. Y'all not ready, and honestly, he right. We not ready.
And that's why, like, as annoyed as I was reading, the 10 minutes an hour buffer, bro, Oda, like, I feel like what has happened in this chapter is a very appropriate answer from the world government. They're like, no, we're not letting this happen, my nigga. Like, imagine we got from last chapter to this chapter.
Yep.
And this chapter was literally just the announcement of, everything Vegapunk had to say on the world side. Like, that would be the craziest shift in the world. So I'm glad we get to see the government put up one final attempt to, like, stop Vegapunk from fully winning. Because this is, bro, like, just look at this bro. Just look at this panel,
bro. Not just that.
I'm not gonna get over this.
Not just that, but it goes to show how important whatever they don't know what he's gonna say. He can say, "Fucking the Gorosei wipe their ass too." Like you know what I mean? Like we don't we don't know what, like, they don't know what he's gonna say, but they're so scared that they are going all out already, bro. All 5 Gorosei coming down. Like, we didn't even get Akainu fight Luffy yet. We got it to like. They just skipped Akainu. We're going straight to Gorosei, bro. That's crazy,
bro.
Like, bro, they said this is crazy just because this summon, just imagine. I'm pretty sure this won't happen. I'm sure we'll see like them talking maybe a little bit, but this is the type of shit that if this was happening in real time, you do a summon like this where you summon your boys and then you all just blitz
Bro.
like a motherfucker.
Bro, my guy Saturn came out with the domain expansion. Help me, son. He said, "Yo, we gotta do what they do in Jujutsu Kaisen. Let's jump him. Let's jump him, bro. We gotta jump Luffy. It don't matter. It don't matter. Oh,
Hey,
bro.
Mister, you are absolutely right. That the fact that we're seeing this is just so what's the word I'm looking for? Enigmatic, or just it's so telling.
Yeah.
What they really do not want shit out there.
No, they don't.
Hard.
They don't. So it makes me wonder, like, if like, all right, why did the Void Sentry like? They erased the Nika from history, right? So I'm wondering if Nika's power it ties in with belief, and that's why.
Oh, I'm so glad you said that, boss man. Because like, continue.
No. No. I mean, obviously, come in and like every time Luffy keeps getting stronger, is because everyone keeps believing in him, right? And that's why he's able to bring them all, shepherd them all together, and like everyone, every time he leaves an island, he's friends with them, right? And like you just see like throughout his journey, his power has been growing until he's finally Sun God Nika. What if the Gorosei don't want that word out? Didn't want his poster being the look, his Gear 5 look, right? Because that shows visual proof that Luffy is Joe Boy or Nika.
Bro, you're in your bag right now.
We got the Gorosei wanted to stop this word from coming out because they want the world to still live in fear, right? They don't want the world knowing about Luffy being Nika, and that takes away their power, right? So it's just it's this whole good versus evil thing shit. Like it just got me thinking, bro. Like once this word gets out, and if somehow they were to get a live visual of what's going on right now, no one's gonna believe the Gorosei would follow the Gorosei because they look like demons, bro. They're gonna be like, how can we follow these guys? Like these guys are not even human. So then then next thing you know, everyone that knows about Luffy Nika, they're like, oh my god, his power starts growing, and then it's just a whole thing, dude. And I think that's why they've been afraid.
Bro, you dropped a lot of gems there, and I kind of want to start with the idea of like what Nika's image might mean, because I think my buddy might have said, I think I brought up in the like one of the episodes about the Buccaneers. Maybe it might not be their special ability, but like them keeping the word of Nika alive.
Yes. Yes.
And then thinking about like Bonnie's power of the future, and like the fact that her belief in Nika waned, so her ability got weaker when she wanted to channel Nika. I think like there's a lot to say about that kind of stuff and what that might mean to, for Luffy's though, maybe for like the fact that it exists in the first place. I think you're on something fully there. And I watched the episode last week that I missed, and you guys were spitting, and I'm glad Callie gave me the Professor Clover picture, because you guys brought up, I think Blackhawk even said it as well, you brought up that I said when we talked earlier, that Professor Clover's speech in Ohara is definitely going to be probably the biggest thing that for the world to know, right? Like the fact that the ancient kingdom existed, the fact that they had an enemy, and that's why they made the poneglyphs, because they're indestructible and the enemy would destroy them otherwise. All that stuff is going to come to light, and when it's revealed that the world government was that enemy, that's what's going to make the people realize, like, nah, we're really in a tyrannical, what's the exact word, dystopia. So yeah, like there's like the world is going to change, and I think and before Clover got shot, he was saying that the key to understanding it all is the name of the ancient kingdom, and that kingdom's name was, and then they shot him. I am sure we're gonna get that, and that reveal is gonna change our lives tremendously,
bro. Just like I keep saying, bro, reverse Ohara, bro.
Yes,
they were able to shut it down in Ohara when that happened initially, but not this time. Now with Sun God, Nika, Luffy, Mugiwara, there, bro, aka the Saint, like, and then you got Kuma, he put his money on Luffy from the beginning, and now it's paying dividends, right? Like he believed, and like that belief carried throughout those years, and now finally things are coming into a culmination, and we are finally seeing like the world of the Gorosei of the government is going to crumble, and the revolution is really going to pop off. So that's why, even though I was talking about Dragon earlier, trying to bring that Kali energy with it, I do think after everything that's going to happen, we're going to see his move, and
Yeah,
and then
absolutely.
everything is just
Hey,
it's just
whatever
gonna
his
shift,
move
bro.
is gonna be fraudulent.
Oh my goodness.
Well, you better keep that same energy when we find out, whenever that is. So
When bro
Hey,
tells us
I
the real
will.
government.
I will. I'm 100%. I 100% will.
I
If
know.
Dragon actually does something, I will applaud him for doing what the fuck he was supposed to do.
Yep, yep,
But
yep.
Time and
he's
place,
not. He's gonna
bro.
stand there.
Time and place, man. These revolutions take time, bro.
So,
But yeah.
before we end it, what are you guys gonna think is gonna happen next? Because I have one thing that I think is gonna happen. Um, Obviously, Luffy talked about how his attacks aren't working on the Gorosei on Saturn. There's no way he's gonna be able to fight 5 of them at the same time. At the same time, successfully, right? I think this is
Yeah,
this
I
is
was gonna.
this is when we're gonna get the mech, bro. The mech's coming
Oh,
Yeah.
in. Luffy's getting into that mech. That mech might have made of this special material or something that's gonna be able to help him connect against the Gorosei, and we're gonna get a big ass Mecha Luffy kaiju fight against the Gorosei.
I can see, which I can see, because I mean,
Yo.
Luffy
Oh,
has this wouldn't be the first time that Luffy had some type of outside help to help him damage. If y'all remember from
yes,
freaking Impel Down, where Mister 3 gave
yes,
Luffy
yes. The
the
wax
gloves.
gloves, yes.
Yeah, wax gloves, and came boxing Luffy. Like,
That's
Yo,
true.
hold on. So what we saying is Luffy about to is we going from One Piece to Gundam? Is that what we saying?
Yes, I think so.
yeah,
Also,
I
think
can see
I
about
ain't gonna
that.
lie. I like the idea of Gundam Luffy versus Power Ranger villains, the
what? Cause
Gorosei.
I can see them all fighting him individually, and then they all fuse or some shit, and then some crazy shit. But the only other reason why I brought that up is because do you guys remember what happened in the beginning of this arc when they first got to Egghead? What did Luffy and them see? The hologram, right? The robot
yeah.
fighting a big monster T-Rex type of thing. That's
Yeah,
Oda teasing us of what is gonna happen at the in this at the end of this arc, bro. That's what I think is gonna happen.
That's
yeah,
hype.
I can see that. I can see that. I can see the Gorosei, and it could be more emblematic of like what the Gorosei after is, because like you said, YHuss, it's hard to imagine that this is like a devil fruit thing. Maybe, you know what's funny? Maybe the Gorosei is actually one being that's separated into
Yeah,
5 for checks and
Oh my
yeah.
balances.
god.
They're
Yeah,
and
yeah, yeah,
or they
yeah.
were all part of Emu type of shit. You know what
Yeah.
I mean?
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
I need more, man. I need Vegapunk to drop that knowledge bomb, bro, because I can't stand the theories at this point, man. Because I feel like we're so close to understanding.
No, it's true. It's
yeah.
true. So, do you guys think the word is still gonna go out, or do you think,
Yeah,
or do you
I
think
think so,
okay,
because I think it would have to, because like if the robot thing does not happen, I thoroughly think that it's Luffy that has to shine here,
yep,
and so he's going to struggle with those 5. But if what you said is true, Mister, which I'm kind of leaning towards, like then him the truth comes out, and there's more like people that recognize Nika, remember Nika from like either storybooks, the past, or whatever.
or just word of mouth? Yeah,
It,
yeah, yeah.
yeah, word of mouth, and that empowers Nika. I hope he gets so strong that he could just mollywop all 5 Gorosei just like that.
Yeah,
Like just because of that.
that'd be
Like
dope. That would be dope. That would be dope.
And I
That'd be
also
perfect, actually, Mod. The timing of everything, right?
yeah.
Oh shit!
Yeah, exactly. And then
Damn.
Bonnie will see it. She will be inspired. I feel like everything just lines up to Luffy just like bollywopping everybody being in awe and being like, yeah, that is not just the Yonko, that is Nika.
Yep.
yeah,
Like,
I really think Luffy, like, I definitely, this is the thing, like I said about the offensive thing. That's why I really brought up, because I was wondering, like, what it would look like if Luffy really tried to fight all 5 of them. I wonder, like you said, Ma, I think you had a great point about like what they might do right when they get on the island. Like, who's to say all 5 of them will stop here and try to fight Luffy? Their goal here is to
Stop the broadcast.
Stop the broadcast,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
by doing that, they're mostly planning to destroy the lab, I assume. But yeah, I wonder if they'll do that, and if they do stop here to fight Luffy, there's also you know who's looking for Luffy, right? Dorian Broggy.
Yep.
Yeah.
So
they could jump in.
They could jump in. I mean, they cooked the Vice Admiral in 1 hit. So I kind of have high hopes for their strengths and how they could fight the
Okay,
Gorosei.
that's fair. I feel like they might jump in and one of them might get smoked or some shit. I don't know. Like,
Actually,
that would be a huge L.
it might be. It could be possible because now I'm thinking about it. It's 5 up. It's 5 Gorosei. You got Luffy, Dory, Broggy, and then
Mecha.
Red, Blue, Ogre, guys from Any Sloppy.
Oh, not even. Yo, forget that, bro. We got the Mecha, right? The giant Mecha, and we got Bonnie because she comes in, start believing, and turns big like fucking Luffy, bro.
Yeah, I do want to see them.
Then you got the 5v5 right there.
It seems like they're kind of all making their escape though. That's the only reason I am.
Yeah. No, agreed. That's why I think it's either like Luffy fights them right now, or the mech comes up and might stop them.
I think the mech and the Giants could have something have a point because the robot has like Viking horns. And that's what the Giants have for their helmets. So, and obviously it's a fucking giant. And it seems okay. We agree that the giant is reacting to Luffy's heartbeat in Gear 5 form, at least in the giant form, and that's why the Elbaf Giants are here. They're like, yo, we're here for the Sun God. So in a way, they're kind of both doing the same thing. So I think the Giants will see their ancient giant and have some sort of, like, oh shit, that's something from our history or something like that. And obviously the Gorosei have to see the giant because the ancient robot attacked Marijwa 200 years ago, which they definitely were alive for. So yeah, I think the ancient giant has to be a part here. And Dorian and Broggy are literally looking for Luffy. It's kind of hard to miss 5 fucking lightning strikes happening on one side of the island. So they'll come to Luffy, I think. And I don't think it'll be Luffy 1v5, but I do think we're gonna get a very interesting fight / dynamic of everyone here.
Yeah, I just don't see how a giant's gonna fare against a Gorosei. Personally, I don't know, because every time we see a giant, they don't seem that strong. Like, I know that in the world they talk about how giants are super strong and like against regular navy, yeah, sure, but like this is the upper echelon of the power
but Dorian and Broggy are like a different breed.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
They have always been, and I don't even remember all the way back at Little Garden in terms of like what did them over, but I do remember like Baroque Works was like, did they give them a little bit of trouble back then, or like not a lot, or was it like I don't remember exactly.
In Little Garden, Mr. Three's ability caught them off guard, so they didn't really get a chance.
Yeah. Okay. So it's even back then the show made it clear like the only reason why these dudes were being done in was because of themselves. Like it took them arguing, and then they cut themselves off from the rest of the story for 100 years, like to duke it out. While Gold Roger was wreaking havoc, Zebek was wreaking havoc, like all these legendary grand pirate figures were wrecking the world. And here's Dorian Broggy not paying attention at all, being like, "What's that? What? The king of the pirates? Oh, okay, Broggy, Dory, like just minding their own business, settling business." So it's in nomadic that these dudes were taken out of the story for 100 years prior to One Piece starting.
That makes sense.
Up to like now that they're back in the game, I could definitely see them like fucking some shit up against the higher echelon of people.
I like that. My they're like, nah, y'all forgot about us. No.
Yeah.
And we did see who trusted them to be in combat with them versus Kid. It was Shanks. So
yep. That's like, true. All right,
bro. All right, you got mad respect for Shanks too. So yeah,
you guys made me feel better about it. I thought they just get smacked and that was it.
Very fair. What I wonder, you mentioned about like if I think the broadcast will get off. I've been teased by Oda like too much, man. Like I feel like there's a possibility that all of what Vegapunk has to say doesn't get revealed here. I could see it, but I also think like a majority of it will get off no matter what. I don't think they'll succeed in like stopping most of it, and I definitely think we will get what Clover wanted to say. I am positive we will get the name of the Ancient Kingdom, which is enough for me personally, like because of how Clover painted how big that piece of information is. But Stussy said to Jinbei that, or like maybe I don't know, it might have been what's his name, Sentomaru, that said that Vegapunk not only continued the studies of the Ohara, but he also took it even further. So there might be way more that he's uncovered. Like he's like the machinery that he found, the ancient robot.
Yep.
And also Vegapunk's scientific prowess has still a lot of it has still yet to be explained. In the sense that like remember the first time we see him, he warps out of thin air.
Yep.
In front of Luffy. And then on the way to the lab, he disappears and makes it to the lab in like 2 seconds. Like there's so much that his understanding of the world that we don't know about. So I think even if it doesn't end, like I think they might cut the very last big thing. Because I think that's what he fucking does, you know.
Yep.
So I've just been burned by him too many times to believe otherwise. I think it's gonna be the moment our lives are gonna change when Vegapunk gets that message out, bro.
Agreed.
Okay.
It'll be.
Yes, sir.
It's gonna change our lives and their lives. That's just
Oh my goodness,
what's
bro.
gonna happen, bro. And with that being said, I believe I think we can close it up for today, right? What do you guys think?
I think so, man. Not really much
Yep.
else to say. The only little tidbit I think is that the point about the barrier. If you recall, Lilith and Brooke and the Sunny are about to ram into it, so they might turn it off to save them, and by then it will give the Gorosei a window to the lab. So that might change very quickly whether it's up or not.
That's true. That's actually a good point. That's a very good point.
Yeah, so the action will be crazy. I really wonder how they're gonna split their tasks up when they get when they appear. So yeah, I'm excited, and I'm also very excited to see their abilities as well.
I want to see what they look like, bro. I'm excited.
Oh my goodness, bro.
Also, there is one other possibility, and this is the possibility that I absolutely hate, but it is a fair possibility. We don't know what Vegapunk is about to say, right? And we assume obviously it's going to be like boy century stuff and stuff that's related to Nika, related to the Ancient Kingdom, yada, and maybe even the One Piece itself. There's two things I got to say. One, that it is very possible that Vegapunk does not finish and the Gorosei actually does succeed at destroying the lab. I think that is a very much a possibility. I hate that.
Me too.
I absolutely hate it, but I think that's a very fair possibility because it's 5 of them. One demon yokai is already like
more than
hard enough.
Yeah.
It's just so 5. I can definitely see one of them, at least one, potentially getting to the lab, destroying everything, and cutting the broadcast off in the middle. I think we'll still get information, but I think that it's possible that Vegapunk might not finish, especially on something that's very, very critical.
Okay.
And that's possible. 2. Other than so we had 2 other pirates. Oh no, 2 other major figures that moved the world during each time period. Right, we had Roger declare the One Piece, and then you had Whitebeard declare the One Piece at the end of the part 1. We didn't get nothing like that on part 2. But with the beginning of part 3, Vegapunk could be that major figure that joins Roger and Whitebeard as his figure that moves
I
the
like
world.
that.
I like that. That's a good one.
I like that. That's crazy.
Yeah, and this broadcast might do that. We
Yeah,
could get
and it's to the world.
Piracy.
Yeah.
That shakes up the very foundation of the One Piece world. In a way that we never seen,
bro. That's so right, because
fire.
when during Marineford, because that was being transmitted for the execution of Ace, and the last thing they saw fucking Whitebeard saying the One Piece is real.
Yeah.
Right, and then it got cut off when the Blackbeard pirates came or some shit like that.
Yeah. Now, did it get cut off? Because I think they finished that. Because everybody was like the reporters were franticking and everything.
Oh yeah, we did see Whitebeard die. I think. Yeah.
Yeah. They saw that. They
Okay.
said they tried to cut it off, but Buggy got it going.
You're right.
Yeah,
So-
that's what it was.
So no, that makes sense, bro. Damn, that's a great pickup because so the first time, obviously, they want everyone to see Goldie Roger get executed. The second time was because of the execution, then it got hijacked by Buggy and them. So then that shit got out. And now this time they're getting hacked by Vegapunk, and there's no way that they could stop this news getting out. So that's actually a fucking great fucking pickup mod.
Yep.
God damn, bro.
I'm telling you, our lives are going.
Yeah.
Bro, niggas, you know how many theories I've seen of the name of the ancient kingdom? Niggas think it's Dawn. Niggas think it's Dreams. Niggas
Yeah.
think.
Or
I've
done,
seen so much,
yeah,
bro.
Yeah, so much. But I mean, like, it's only
And
a matter of
think about
time.
that. And think about that. Like, we might have a few weeks left until we never get to theorize about that kind of name again. I think that's so insane.
That's crazy.
It's nuts, bro. And also, like, bro, Clover's speech in our life was 18 years ago.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Like, and Ohara was like 20 years ago. Almost like 20 years to the dot. We're getting we're getting the name.
Jesus.
In real life, it's kind of crazy, bro.
Man, Oda,
Nuts, bro.
Oda, you go, bro. But
It's crazy.
yo, what a chapter. Thank you, Oda, for chapter 1109. There is a break next week, so we're gonna come back with some side content. I don't know what we'll do yet, but we'll figure it out. So you guys be ready. We'll be back over on Cali stream over at twitch.tv/Cali_Mac. Thank you, Mod, YHuss, Blackhawk, for being here today. I appreciate it. And
No problem, boss. Thank you for hosting as well, man. Great job.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Great job, man.
Awesome.
Indeed, great work.
I hope you guys like the new little segment. I want to work on
It was
those.
super fun, bro.
I have
That was fun.
Oh, you're fire. I'm just saying, when we get to next week and the same thing happens again, I try to warn y'all. Push on y'all.
Yo, honestly, I think
That could happen, or this time we'd be like, okay, so last time that happened, we're not gonna make the same mistake again.
So
then we do it, and then we shouldn't have done it. Like,
And then we have Buggy strongest captain in One Piece.
I think next week. I
mean,
think
look,
next week might be more
Buggy made the
interesting.
cross. Yo, let's really talk about it. He is the. Come on now.
Yeah, he's fit, bro.
That is fair. But I think next week might be a bit more interesting because we got some of like the big name ones here on this week's. So I think next week will be pretty funny. But
That's good.
I'm excited. Thank you all for being here. I appreciate it. For all of you listening, check us out. Drop a like, follow, sub, hit the alert button. We're on Podbean, Apple Pod, Samsung Pod, Google Pod, all the pods. Over at YouTube.
Sure.
230 subscribers right now. We want to get to 300. So please help us hit that like. Subscribe to us for that more One Piece content, bro. We're over 100 episodes. And we're just trying to build, and we appreciate you guys. So, thank you for being here, and be happy, be healthy, spread some love, spread some joy, because that's all we got in this world, yo.
Yes,
Y'all have a
sir.
great day. Peace.
Take care. Peace.
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 Who gon' get down? We are. This that Strawhat sit down. We are. Who the crew with the fleet? We are. Who gon' piece that one piece? We are. Who gon' get down? We are. This that Strawhat sit down. We are. Who the crew with the fleet? We are. Who gon' piece that one piece? We are. Strawhat sit down crew in the building. We Corona to these other podcasts. We gon' put these people in their feelings when they hear this and they know that they can't top this. We spit facts and we poppin'. Every time an episode is dropping, we see D3 in the corner. Mister, that's a real G with the green screen in the background. Got him looking like he in a real scene. We got Big Mod in the cut. Always ready with rebuttals, but he bring the knowledge when we in the huddle, so you know the crew is never gonna fumble. And it's YHuss, last but not least. If you ask me, then Cali, mad at captain, make him rally around me. Every Sunday, we gon' run deep, and we can't stop until we find out about that one piece. Who gon' get down? We are. This that Strawhat sit down. We are. Who the crew with the fleet? We are. Who gon' piece that one piece? We are. Who gon' get down? We are. This that Strawhat sit down. We are. Who the crew with the fleet? We are. Who gon' piece that